Hello, Division 4H. Welcome to what is going to be a weird series of random recaps whenever I find the time. Because as you know, there's hardly any recappers in GMAN these days, so I step into the breach to cover my in-division. I'm just going to look at all the teams, I'm going to look at the coaches' records, and take it from there probably. So we're going to start with Pyro, which is always a good start. I played Pyro last season for a bit. Nice misspell. But yeah, he's rocking high elves. Standard. Did I play him actually? Might be getting confused with someone else. Because I know he was on Khemri. TJ. Yeah, so let's see what he's got. Oh yeah, apologies for the light mode. I'm doing it all incognito tabs, but looks like a pretty gung-ho high elf team. And there's the stats overall on Blood Bowl 2. So these stats are by no means comprehensive, but they're a nice little baseline. So yeah, how much high up have they played? Not lots, but they played lots of Wood Elf. One thing to watch. In lower divisions, 60% win rate. Higher divisions, 45% win rate. So it's probably the sweet spot for them in terms of ability level, I guess, competition level. I'm pretty sure Pyro's made post-season, so definitely one to watch. Palmcatcher is very strong. This is an insane piece, I love it. Piling on, I don't know about piling on. Might have been Juggernaut, might have been Guard. Like getting more Guard is better on this team for sure. We do have the 2 Agi5 leap. No sack yet, so obviously the season is going to be about getting the Agi5 dodge to a wrestle, tackle, leap sort of stuff, and then we're in good business. Thrower, dodge, safe throw, yeah, dodge first. Classic debate: do you go dodge or tackle? Not tackle, dodge or accurate or sure hands. I tend to go sure hands because I like the strip ball protection for an elf mirror, but dodge is a fairly decent pick as well. History, yeah. So made it to play-ins B. They're in that horrible mess of elf 2-1-2 and 4-2-1 in the early game. They are 7-5-4 overall, so not a bad team, not a bad coach. So definitely a difficult match for everyone involved, especially with a movement 9. Sprinter, more elves. A lot of elves. It's good variety. We've got 3 types of elf here. This is the second one. This is Octo Chicken. I've played this team before. Somehow managed to avoid losing to it. Because if you look at it, it's 1600 Wood Elves, pretty stacked team. They have a tree, which is always good for the opponents, in my opinion. But, you know, apart from that, it's a very well put together team. One Mighty Blow, no Guard, but Agi5 catcher. One thing I would say is that thrower leader is niggled. They do have kick and 1 Guard. I mean, it's just good. They've got all the core skills. It's quite an expensive team, but they do have a lot of dodge step, so it's going to be difficult to stop them scoring on offense because they just have three good catches and a war dancer, so it's very difficult to mark these guys out, especially if they get some nerves of steel. There's like a 4th or 5th skill. They have a diving tackle, which is going to trip people up, literally and metaphorically. Check the history. This is another 2-season team. They went to Raining Grounds though and went 2-2-1. Only +1 touchdown diff. Strikes me as odd. I thought in Training Grounds they'd have massive. Yeah, look at these Training Ground games. A 4-3, but then a 1-1, a 1-0, and a 1-1. Very miserly Training Grounds for them. Moving on. Oh, Chaos. Wow. I'm excited. This is already one of my favourite teams I've seen in Division. I had a quick scan before I started this, and this is for sure the one. Because we have a 3-5-1-8 Minotaur. It doesn't even have block or pro. It's just all strength all the time. So that's going to be fun to play against. I don't know how. As a Nurgle team, I'm worried because I'm moving 4, so he can catch up to me. He's got 1 Claw Mighty Blow, which is MNG'd and armor busted. Yikes. And the rest of the team is just very wide. Apart from the Warriors. The Warriors are still a bit under level. Have they lost some pieces? No, not really. They've lost 2 Warriors. He fired an Agi Burst, that's a mistake. I don't think you fire an Agi Burst on a Warrior. Because he does the job with Agi too, you know. Then he's just a Nurgle Warrior, and Nurgle Warriors are pretty good. Right, 337 in the Div 5, and then 1012, 0310, 229. Right, alright, Michaelis. Michaelis, this is a Minotaur team. I really want to see this Minotaur making big time plays up and down the pitch with all 3 of its movement. But otherwise, this is going to be a very, very long season if all you care about is winning. I think the trick is just going to be pick up just get the Warriors to block guard, get a Goat to Claw MB, so then you're blitzing with Strength 4 Movement 6. The main problem is there's no reason not to blitz with the Minotaur if he's not based. So that's why this team is so malnourished in terms of SVP, is because you have to play with the Minotaur. So this is a problem for you. So yeah, we're just a bit skill shy. I mean, everyone's close to an MVP, so hopefully, you know, a couple of games, get a couple of utility skills, get a tackle, get a tackle, get a DT. The main problem I'm seeing is there's no Rackle Goats in the works. Normally you keep one with like Wrestle, open with Wrestle, open with Dodge on a double, and then you've got a little Sacker. Maybe this is what these 2 guys could turn into. This is probably, I'd probably get rid of this Niggled. I think a Loner does the job just as well. 4 rerolls, I think you cut a reroll definitely. Cut to 3. Because your actual team value is 1850, and it's 1850, 250 of which is in the Minotaur, and it's just, so this is essentially a 1500 team, and then a reroll is like, I can't remember how much rerolls are, but that's another 50k off, but you need to be giving yourself as much opportunity to work as possible, so I think cutting a reroll probably would be good for you, in terms of just making your game, not in terms of winning more, but just making your games more enjoyable, because it might mean you get 1 or 2 less wizards against you. So it feels a bit more fair, is what I'm trying to say, if you cut the reroll. But yeah, best of luck. Hopefully the Minotaur goes off like a king. Potoso, man, Potoso. Oh, I haven't done records. Let's do some records. Let's do auto. I like this. Everyone gets shown up. Auto chicken. There we go, Auto chicken. A 60% win rate coach, but over a very small sample size. Does very well in GMAN. And not a bad record in the CCL, but again, not many games. I think more of a tabletop player. Michaelis, yikes, 25% over 77 games, all of it on Chaos. I mean, fair play, sticking with the Chaos this whole time. I feel like, I don't know, maybe try next season, switch it up, play a different team. Especially with the new rules coming out, I think it was a really good time to just try something new. Because I don't know, 77 games of this Chaos team. Oh, not fun. I don't know, I'm quite a tryhard, so I'd find it not very fun to play this team. But definitely, if you want to try and mix it up, you know, I think stun teas are going to be really good in the next rule set. So that might be something to look at if you're looking to switch up the playstyle a bit. You're still killing stuff, but with a bit more dodge. So yeah, that's my thoughts there. This team has snuck to the front of the queue, so we'll go through Bets' team next. I'm praying, by the way, that all these guys have coach names equal to their rebel names. If that's not the case, then we're going to struggle for stats. But anyway, 1500 humans, about the ideal team value. I think you probably do with maybe 1700 is as good as they ever get. A solid coach, 148 games, solid record. Humans though, 748. It's an exploitable record. And their form over the last 5 is pretty mediocre. Let's check. Most of their games are in COL, which is about pretty, which is fair. And then TRBBL. Isn't TRBBL an American league? If so, I don't know, good evening, I guess, if you're American on night shift. I swear TRBB others. In the East Coast or something, I don't know. Anyway, 1630 actual. Let's look at the team. We got the thrower with safe throw, Agi 4. Not bad. I think accurate. I don't get these safe throwers. I think accurate is better because then you're throwing actually 5 passes and then you can really start to flip things up. I think safe throw is, I think accurate's better, definitely, because ideally you're never throwing into coverage. Like if you're throwing into coverage, something's gone wrong. So I'd prefer accurate first, because if you have accurate, you can throw from better angles that take out the intercept threat because you have accurate. If you get what I mean. So that's definitely going to be the next skill for that guy. Rod catcher with strength 2, not bad, not bad. How much guard? 4 guard. Probably could do with, yeah, 1 more. If you get Asmodite to guard, then maybe get this blocker. I don't know, I guess they don't have general or strength access, but probably just 2 more guard is good. We've got a diving catch piece. Brave, I like it. People always forget about the diving catch. It essentially makes them an Agi 4 catcher, which is decent, right? And from an accurate pass, so for an accurate pass, which that thrower is going to throw most of the time, it's an Agi 4 piece for a 20k skill, as opposed to like a 40k statter. So it's quite good on Agi 3 catches. Why they're on Kiss Stuff catches. But yeah, I think a lot of people would raise eyebrows at diving catch on this at this point. I think a lot of people would say sidestep first, but depends how you want to do. You've got a clear thrower passive combination. I would probably you want to develop your guard and your strength so you can, because this combination's at its strongest when it's an outlet pass that they're not expecting. Whereas if this is your number 1 game plan, the Agi 4 into catch, like other teams can play around it quite well. It's when you get the drive going out the middle. Oh, and this is a nasty one where it's just a bloaty guard. I don't know if the guard's worth 50k. Maybe in this div. I think if you get promoted, you might have to cut that because it's just too inefficient, and you're going to get punished a little bit harder in this division, in like a div 3 or a div 2. But yeah, interesting looks. Porto, so where were we? This is where I left off. Cool. So this is a team I think I have also played again somehow already. Let me just check I'm still recording. I think I am. Good. Just checking. But they say 60. This is one of my picks. If he had an actual team, Portoso could top this division, no sweat, because he's just that good at the game. But the handicap for him is his team. He has no guard. He has a killer white, but not a killer wolf. A couple of dirty players, and 1400 TV. So this is going to be inducement for a lot of the time. It's going to be bribes. It's going to be induced guard whites. It's going to be like induced guard pieces. It's going to be wizards. So it'll be a good test of his inducement play, right? Because you're not always going to have all the tools. You want to practice your play against some soft opposition in this Div 4 for sure. I include myself in that. If anyone's wondering. So yeah, playoffs cup run into challenges. Got knocked out first round. But this guy won my play-ins div. He's a postseason caliber coach. And watch out, he's gonna win. It looks innocuous, but if anyone can get big results out of a team like this in a developed division, it's gonna be Bortoso. So best of luck to him. I wish him well. So yeah, just check these stats: 60% win rate over 250 games in the CCL, and then 85% win rate in GMAN 2. So when he's in fresh divs and when he's at the bottom of the ladder, he is nigh on unbeatable. So you guys got to bring your A game to beat this guy. Because I brought my A game to him and I think I lost. Let me just check. Yeah, I just about drew. With the Nurgle team that is actually quite well favoured against this lineup. So yeah. The next on is me. This is where I feel a bit self-conscious at the amount of games I've played of this game on Blood Bowl 2. But yeah, this is my Nurgle team. It's I had a warrior die at like the last minute, like the last minute. So yeah, it's kind of sad. Let's go to previous. Like he just got in to block finally, and then he died. So now I've got a fresh one, fresh beast. So I've already taken a couple of deaths, but most importantly, the beast core is looking quite strong. This guy has been on an absolute tear last couple of games, just eating through players, getting casualties. Main problem is I don't have much of a bench. I have less than 11 players, which is on Nurgle. It's really bad. I haven't been able to kill anyone who is able to regen back, and I don't want to spend money on rosters, so a bit short rostered, which means I can't foul. Bit of a problem. But then again, I do have Claw, Mighty Blow, and Mighty Blow Tackle. And I'm up to 5 Mighty Blow. I'm not going to hit with this one. I've got 4 Mighty Blow on the team. Ideally, that's going to be 5 soon when this guy ticks up to block and then block, then Mighty Blow. I don't know. I'll probably make him block guard. He's going to be so slow to level. But yeah, good team. I will find a lot of fun ways to lose with this team, even though I should probably be winning. So yeah, how did I do? I came second in my Div 5 and then bottom half in play-ins because those teams are really good. So yeah, so coach, so team, so recapper, a lot of people say, but here I am. And yeah, moving on to Mr. Ogaki, the stunty team in this division. Odds are this is not his actual name, I'll put Potter. But yeah, this is a halfling team which has probably its most efficient form, right? It's just tree and halfling. And this again is a sharp coach, mostly an OCC player. So if you're coming across some OCC, welcome to the show. Let's check history. Yeah. Season 15, week 7. Oh, so this is a ramp up team. So yeah, welcome to Rebel from the OCC. I think the standard. Let's see, OCC tier 5 and tier 6, 66% win rate. Tier 5, 61% win rate. Okay, so mostly kicking around in the bottom half of OCC. But played a lot of CCL, and at 60% win rate in CCL, that is strong. So this is a team that will be in the competition for the Stunty Cup ticket. I myself have won that competition before with Goblins. It's a bit of a stranglehold. Goblin teams tend to win that. But if Mr. Ogaki, if you can be the best Stunty team by points per game, then you'll get a ticket to the Challengers Cup, regardless of your division placement. So you're playing for two competitions at once here. But yeah, it's a good team. They have the Wizard Stadium, I think that is, or is that Knuffles Altar? Probably Knuffles Altar. And 720 team value. 200k in bank. I imagine they're going to burn that. I'd probably get another reroll, to be honest. Might as well. Reduces your reliance on the chef. But yeah, this is a team that will take you off. It's just gonna feel deep root. Maybe can they get Zara? I can't remember. Deep root into Morg Bull. We might see some Morg Bull carrying. I would love to see that. But yeah, all the options. I don't know how they play. Everyone plays Stunties differently, so I can't really comment on their playstyle. But I'm looking forward to it. Deep root seems to be the one. In the one game they've played, they've taken deep root. So yeah, sometimes. So good luck. Hopefully they can take some scalps. Noobster. Now this is a name I've heard. Kicking around. And they're playing Necro as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this compares to Portoso. They have 150 team value fewer than Portoso, which on the verge of things is kind of spooky. They do, however, have the Claw Mighty Blow combo, which, as we know, is a bit of a game changer in itself. They came in training grounds and went 203, so they're underdeveloped by a long way. This is going to be Inducement Necro, which can work. As I said, you get dirty player and guard, induce mercenaries, you get wizards and bribes, and you can make stuff work because you have regen across the board and 2 stand firm. Coaches need to play well to beat this roster. That's why it's like a tier 1 team and everyone plays them, because they're just this strong. Let's check the Necro record. I mean, 703 on Necro. Again, very small sample size. And they're from Windy City, the WCW. That is a Windy City is Chicago. So yeah, another American coach making into GMAN hours. So welcome to the show. Welcome to GMAN. We I don't know, what's the difference? We're a bit more chill. Our bottom divisions are a lot more chill. Our Division 1 seems to always have been full of drama. But then again, we do have coaches like, we have had Jimmy Fantastic in this division. We have Wolfbach and all the big boys in this div. So yeah, high drama. Welcome to it. Hopefully not much drama in this division. Fingers crossed, because I am not going to be around to cover it. So yeah, I think this is going to be a struggle. They're just going to be playing for development, playing for levels more than wins, which is understandable. Moving on, we've got the only Orc team here, and I have never heard of this coach, which probably could be my own ignorance more than anything. So Macy Carley, man, how do you do CZ? I've forgotten. Sir Massey Sali, how you doing? Let's have a look. 1850 Orcs, a solid team. It doesn't play. I think it's casual play. You play 1 game a week and then chill out, enjoying it hopefully. So let's check history. This is a 3-season team. They have been middle of the pack, which is understandable. If you're just chilling out, there's a lot of people in Rebel. Naturally, with a game like Blood Bowl, the casual players tend to drop away over time, and that leaves a competitive core of high skill players. So it's understandable, if you're just dropping in for 1 game a week, having fun, then you're going to run up against tough coaches more often than not, even when you're down in Div 4. So yeah, let's take a look at this team. We got a good thrower. I think he has all the skills. Orc thrower debate. Luckily there's no one for me to have it with, otherwise I'm sure we'd be here all day. We've got a decent blitzer, actually 4 blitzer. I would have expected, actually, what I would have done in hindsight is once I rolled the Agi 4, I would have fired the thrower and just used the blitzer as a ball carrier and then save myself a bit of team value. But this is a perfectly fine way of doing it as well, because you get the sure hands inbuilt, and now you can throw to an Agi 4 catcher, potentially. Big strength 5 Black Orc, scary. But it's just strength 5 at the moment. That's dauntlessable, that's red diceable, it's clawable. So this is going to be the crux of the season. Can this guy survive to 60 to get to at least block? They're going to be carrying, and you got to hand off to this piece now. This is now your ball carrier most of the time, because if you can get him to block, guard, stand firm, impossible piece. It's just a troll that's better. It's an excellent piece. Speaking of stand firm, we have one here. A good Black Orc core that could very easily carry games. A goblin but no troll. Feels quite sad. I assume that we're going to spend the 190 to get a troll back, so we can get some throw teammate action. We do have a bit of a history here. Block troll died. Oh, that's nasty. We lost the big killer as well, who'd even gotten to movement 7. It's a nice utility skill. And that's the main thing. No kill. You're playing for control here. No diving tackle. So yeah, it's 1850, about 1800, but it's an Orc team with 4 guard and 1-2 mighty blow, which on the face of it is not much. So again, it's difficult. All the skills are in the thrower, they're in this blitzer. So these guys are going to be putting in game-winning performances week after week to keep this team competitive, and I hope they do, because Orc passing is always a good laugh. And surprisingly effective when you get the stats up for it. Moving on, we got Sticky B. Now, have I played this guy before? I think I've been recapping them before, potentially. Or playing them. Did I play this team, maybe? 5B. Oh, I know. Big Dippers. I think I played this team with my goblins. No, that can't work. Season 13 I was playing High Elves. I must have played them with my High Elves. Way back in the day. Can we go all the way back? Oh god, 6-0 loss. Yeah, I beat these guys 3-0 back in when I was playing High Elves. That's fun. So yeah, record 9-7-26. Yikes. So a Lizard team that has been not in the way of winning. Again, small sample size, just chill. It's Div 4. We're here to have fun, to make big time plays, and maybe win games, but winning's not the end of the day for a lot of these teams. It's a nice change of pace from recapping Div 1 and recapping Div 2, where you got all the skills are the same, all the coaches are sweating it out trying to win. But we're just here to see. We're just here to see Chip the Skink make big time plays week after week. He's even got guard. I think guard probably should have been block if we're being, strict, but I understand having extra guard. It's mobile guard as well. What this means is it's really good at this level because you're probably going to make a slight mistake in your blocking where you realize, damn, that should have been a 2-die, but I mispositioned, so now it's a 1-die. But now you've just got a Skink who can run in on a 2+ dodge with dodge and give you that 2 dice back. So yeah, it's I like it. I like the idea behind it. What else? Saurus core is looking a bit depleted, sadly. But we do have a good smashing of skills. No Mighty Blow is the key thing that jumps out to me. And yeah, the one Mighty Blow Saurus is a bit in the dust. But hopefully Chip doesn't farm too much SPP and we can get a level. Get this guy to we've got a Dodge Saurus. Dodge first Saurus, that is a long-term pick when Blood Bowl 3 is like a season and a half away. So probably by the time you finally get him to Blodge Firm, the league will have finally moved over. Because that's a year-long project, getting that guy to Blodge Firm. So good luck with that. I wish you all the best for that, Sticky B. I don't think this team is going to do very well. I think it's going to be a bottom half team. Mostly because it's 1600 and the Saurus halfway done. The Skinks like nothing too special. I don't know, 2 guard. It's just because everyone's everything's so far away from a level apart from this one Saurus that it's hard to see this team progressing as quickly as the other teams around it, which is why I'm making that call. But best of luck to Sticky B. Hopefully they can pull something out of the hat with these guys. Moving on, we've got Skaven. And now this is a Cripple Cup team. And I have a lot of respect for Cripple Cup coaches when they take their Cripple Cup teams and put them into the main of GMAN. Because we have a double Niggle Blitzer. We have movement 6 Blitzer, which, to be fair, probably a keep. What else? We got AV6 Gutter Runner with Blodge Step. I think that's probably a cycling. Because you already have Blodge Gutter to pick this up. Right, this is a team that it concerns me because I can't see how you're going to have fun with this team at the moment. It looks like a nightmare unless you exactly play for Big Rat, and Big Rat is a good idea. But a couple of practical tips. I mean, I played a bit of Skaven. I made playoffs with Skaven. If I know how to build them, if you want to just win all the games. But if we want to just make this team a little bit more fun, again, I think a 4-3 roll is too many, because if you consider the 4-3 roll, that's like 50k that could be spent on fun inducements, and you're spending it on a reroll that you're probably not going to need. So probably cut one reroll. I think the double niggled Storm Vermin can be how much money do we have actually? 80k. I think it's fine to cycle this Blitzer now. And oh wait, they're 90k, you can't. Oh damn. Okay, in that case I'd probably buy a 4th Gutter, cycle off this Armor Busted one. Because then we can get Skitter and Glart, who are going to be 2 very useful star players for us that can pick up the slack. And then I would probably start building a Wrestle, Tackle, Strip Ball Gutter Runner. Because then even if your Wizard rolls a 1, you can still bring the ball down. So yeah, the thrower with extra arms is I think if you are getting a Skaven thrower, that is exactly the skill that you want, a double for extra arms, and then he's really good. So we can carry on this guy. And again, because we have a thrower ball carrier, these Gutter Runners should really be going down the Wrestle, Tackle, Strip Ball route, the Wrestle, Tackle, Dauntless route, more than the Block, Dodge, Sidestep, because we already have a ball carrier. We only really need 1 receiver, maybe 1 flex that could turn into a 1-turner and actually 5 threat, and then we definitely want 2 sack and Gutter Runners, because the fun part with Skaven is you get to do random crazy plays with 9-2-4-7 Wrestle Strip And at the moment, this team can't do that because they don't have that piece. And I feel like you're missing out on a lot of the cool parts of Skaven. But yeah, a long-term project for Blood Splatter. Hopefully they can, get some fun games in. There are some pretty crippled up teams in this division, so hopefully you can find some parity matches. But I mean, a lot of coaches are going to look at this and think, let's farm Armor 7 for Kaz. That's what I'm thinking, to be honest. We'll see how we go. But yeah, best of luck to Blood Splatter. Hopefully they have a good time with it. Will be difficult. Supra is in my clan. Hey Supra, how's it going, my dude? Just coming off the back of getting absolutely crushed by some Wood Elves in clan with Khemri. Taking a big 3-0 loss, but hey, this is even I know about these vampires. These guys have been kicking around for a while. They know what they're doing. They've been here since they were here when I first joined the league back in season 11. They're still going. So yeah, and you can see the improvement. In season 11, they went 1-0-12, and now we're managing with a tier 3.5 team to have a parity win rate. You're not underwater, so it's not bad. It's not bad. Looking at the vamps, this is why we got Agi 5 vamp with tackle and mighty blow. We got a guard. We got a Juggernaut Frenzy with sidestep. Now this is an incredible piece. This vampire is insanely good, but not quite as good as the Agi 6 Footstep. Now the main downside is movement 5, which is horrible. It's basically a sea elf. But Agi 6, I mean, you can just this is now a passer. You can just long bomb on this guy can long bomb on a 2+, essentially. He's that good. Then we got the 5th vamp, more guard. The Super Omega Theta Thrall with all of the skills: Strength Up, Rackle, Fend. Fend? I would have gone Strip Ball probably. Finish up the build. I think Fend doesn't do as much as Strip Ball for that guy. We got a Sure Hands Thrall, who I guess is a risk-free ball carrier, but I suspect Agi 6 will be the one to carry most of the time. I guess it's useful in the Elf matchup as well. I guess at least having a Sure Hands on the team for the Elf matchup and the Strip Ball matchup. But yeah, solid coach, solid team. I think they're going to go quite well here, looking at some of the competition. It's going to be a tough match. They're 20-30. So yeah, McMurtry's. I like that. One thing I think we might see is we might see them switch for a Wizard Stadium, because everyone's getting a Wizard against these guys. So yeah, that'd be if they do get that Wizard Stadium, I think this is a top half team, a Challengers Cup contention team. Into the back end now. We're getting through it. We're getting to Alathair. Alathair. CS works. But yeah, Dark Elves. We got 1550 worth of Dark Elf here. Krendor Viewer Tourney. Excellent. Now this is now my favourite to win the division, because Krendor is what got me into Blood Bowl in the first place, and the fact that you're in the Viewer Tourney is a great sign. Love that. Eating a loss, the Lord Brain Lord of all people, that has to hurt. But yeah, so with Dark Elves we've got Juggernaut Witch. I like. Yeah, I do like. Some people tend to just fall into the Mighty Blow trap. Juggernaut is really good with her. All we need now is like sidestep, and we're decent. Blitzer with guard, Blitzer with strength 4. A runner with all of the skills. Strong arm accurate, and then pass, and then blodge. Ideal. Really good, I like it. If you're going to take a runner, you got to go all in. This is a good throwing piece because it got the strong arm. And you got a load of catches, so this is a game-winning piece by itself. We got kick for the short kick blitzers, nice, and we got a trim roster. So yeah, 30. It's going to be Wizards. It's going to be Hubris, Rockarth. It's going to be Eldril, Sideliner. It's going to be all the big stars. Roxanne maybe making an appearance. So I'm looking forward to seeing this team play against the Vamps. It's just going to be all the elves, all the elf stars, Wizard, Babes, Induced Dirty Player, Merc, versus the house. So So yeah, best of luck to Alethea. Hopefully they do alright. I hope they do alright. Okay. And finally, last but definitely not least, it is Hoglass. Now Hoglass is one of the names who I did actually half recognise. Actually, hold up. Let's just check the history. Okay, this is a long old team, playing since season 10. Been kicking around, a decent win rate, 50%. So hopefully. Let's check the previous. We got any... Oh, no! We had a legend witch elf that died. Congrats for keeping the team. We have had 2 dead legend witch elves. So the Juggernaut one has a lot to live up to. This is a grim piece. Jesus Christ. That is a Super Bowl winning piece right there. I love it. 8447 with Blodge, Jump Up, Mighty Blow, Frenzy. What a piece. And then a load of chumps. But yeah, I respect a team with history. I misspelled that. Info Hoglass. So yeah, we got Nichols Donekar, the undead team. Check the history. Plains Division C, a 2-season team. I ran into problems in Plains, but then that's understandable. Plains are full of Zons and Elves and nasty things. But 1480 after 1 season is very strong. We got 4 guard, we got a dirty player. We got 4, it's gone 4 ghoul, 2 wrestle, 2 block. I guess that's how you do it with undead. I don't know, but we're getting there. This is an undead team at its peak. This is about as good as it gets for undead. Especially when you haven't taken Mighty Blow on your whites, so these guys are going to barely develop now. No show hands, so all of the strip ballers are going to be having a field day against this, but I haven't seen much strip ball. I'm shocked. Normally you see a lot of strip ball around this team value, because not everyone's got a show hands yet. But no, apparently not. So this could get scalped by elves quite easily, I think, because there's no tackle. No diving tackle, so yeah, I think this is going to be it'll beat my team, it'll win the bash, but it'll have a horrible time against, even the halflings. Halflings will look at this team and be like, yes, it's regen, but no tackle, not much block, very little mighty blow as well. I could fight these guys and win. So best luck to Hoglass. Check the win rate, 60% win rate, but small sample size again, probably a fumble coach or a tabletop coach. Who've come over and they play quite well. They've never made the big top divs, but in these lower divs they have very solid win rates, so a coach to watch. So yeah, that is the extent of the div. Let's cut back to what's the best way to go? Sites, Rebel, May, GMAN. I'm sorry for the light mode again, but yeah, 4H. So it looks like we're going to get a playoff ticket and 2 challenges tickets. Now who's going to be up there? I'm going to pick a top 3 preseason. I think Supra is going to be up there. I think Pyro TJ is going to be up there. And then my 3rd spot, I'm torn between I want to say Potoso, but he's not got a huge team. I'm going to go Potoso anyway. So Potoso, Supra, and Pyro are going to be my top 3 prediction. So yeah, I'll add this to the start in the disclaimer, but if you need to contact me for any reason about the recaps, feel free. Any preferred pronouns, anything like that, feel free to DM me and I will, because otherwise I'm going to have to use they, them for 14 people, which I don't mind doing, but for the old English grammar people, they'll probably get a bit triggered, but this is what it is. If you want to come on as a guest, let me know. I will try and pick a time. These recaps are going to be super sparse. The only reason I'm doing this and not somebody else is because there is nobody else. I'm doing this because I like recaps. I have a little bit of free time right now. I won't have free time to do highlight reels. I won't have free time to watch many games outside of my own. That's why I'm doing my own div, because I play my own game, then I get slowly a picture of how everyone plays. But I will endeavour to do once a week. I've got a nice microphone now, so hopefully the audio quality is good. And so yeah, that's all for me. If anyone has a match they would desperately like to be casted, I'll try and make it, but you have to give me a lot of notice. You have to DM me saying, could you cast this game? We're playing it this time. And then I probably will still say no, off chance I could get a caster. So that'd be fun, get the team in. I'm going to put this on YouTube, but if anyone wants these live, I prefer them on YouTube because I can record whenever I'm free, but if there's a big demand for a live show, then I can do that as well. I just don't have much upload speed, so it will cut out. But yeah, a few things there. And if you've made it to the end, congrats, you get input. You get the input now. You get your reward for listening to the precap is to be like, okay, this is how we want to do this. So yeah, hopefully I'll catch you guys soon. See you in comments, do all that stuff. Engagement, I don't particularly want engagement on my videos, so please don't go out of your way to comment, like, subscribe and all that. Please don't bother. Maybe subscribe so you get them notification when the recaps go up, because I know that a lot of people have Discord muted, so having a YouTube notification might cut through that potentially. Food for thought. So yeah, best of luck, players. Get out there, make some big time plays, tell me all about them. I'm looking forward to covering them. So yeah, until next week, bye.